Hi there, welcome. I am Sean. I am the Dungeon Master for Curse of Strahd and the White Queen, two paid campaigns starting in January. I am really excited for what we've got going, and today I'm going to be working on setting up my campaign world for Curse of Strahd within Foundry. And this is really intriguing to me because I'm upgrading to the latest version of Foundry, version 10. And there's a lot of interesting things that they've done. And so let's go ahead and hop on over, take a look, and see what we can do with this. Now, I've already been doing some work, as you can see with my walls, my lights. There's a lot of things I've already done. There's still a lot more I do have to do. So, taking a look, looking at my lights, you can kind of see that there's a ghostly movement to it. And so when the curtains are opened, that ghostly light will flood into the rooms as well. What I really look forward to is the higher levels of the house, because once they hit the third and fourth floor, now we've got these shadows pulling light in. So if I turn this off, that's how the map normally looks. But now we've got these deep, dark shadows just making it clear that there's a physical change to the house. I absolutely love it. The only exception is where the ghostly light is coming in through the windows still. It's totally amazing to see how Foundry has changed and grown. Now, one thing I am noticing is that I missed a secret door here. I missed it, and I noticed it because there's light bleeding through. So, let's go ahead and grab my walls. We'll draw a secret door. Now, you might also notice that I use ethereal walls around doorways like that. The reason for that is because I found that if I don't do it, it makes moving into there a lot more difficult for the players. So, we've got that. We've got some of our tokens in here. You'll notice that I placed a zombie here. There's no zombie in the module for the Master Suite. What I've done is I've tweaked a little bit of what it's like. And so instead of finding why did it? There we go. Instead of finding wow, really drawing a blank today, aren't we? Instead of finding the Durst parents down in the basement, here's Mr. Durst hanging from a rope at this tea table where he's hung himself. But because of the curse of this house, he's become a zombie. And I don't animate him until the players poke him. So actually, I do need to turn him hidden. Ooh, I do like the slow animation of going from visible to invisible. Now, so for the house itself, it looks like we're all complete. Now, I do suspect, yep, I started on the walls down here. I did not finish. So I'll get to finishing that here in a little bit. First though, let's go ahead and get up to here. And I do not have any of my monsters down for up here. So, Death House, we're looking at the 20s at this point. So, family cribs. What do we got in here? We've got some beautiful little insects. Let's see here. Well, it helps if we can spell, I suppose. Oh, alright. Let's try centipedes. There we go. And this one is in 23D, so they're going right there. But they're not going to be visible right away. A stone slab is etched with the name Elizabeth Durst. The crypt contains a stone bier with an empty coffin atop it. A swarm of centipedes boils out the back wall and attacks if the coffin is disturbed. So if it's disturbed, not if it's opened. Alright. Now, roses and thorns tombs or crypts, where they can pass on the ghosts if they have become possessed by them. Alright. Initiate quarters. Here we go. Area 25. We have a room containing gold and silver with a pouch made of skin, a chest containing 3 moss agates worth 10 each, and a black cloth. Room contains a chest, a black leather eye patch with a carnelian sewn into it. A room's chest contains the ivory hairbrush with silver bristles and a silvered short sword in another. Alright. My last run of Death House. I had a lot of fun with this room, because there's a lot of opportunity here just to up it a little bit in terms of disgust and also with a little bit of that terror. So that pouch with the gold and silver made out of human skin, I put human teeth in there. What do most people do? Well, I don't need the teeth, I'm going to throw them away. When they throw them away, roll a d10. Whatever comes up, that's how many skeletons come up. So if you've seen, or know the mythology, I think it's Jason and the Golden Fleece. I might be butchering it. Jason and the Golden Fleece. Well, essentially, yeah, it was Jason. Yep, Jason and the Argonauts. There we go. You throw the bones on the ground, and the skeletons rose up to fight against Jason. Exactly same thing here. It's even better if you throw them down in the water, because now they're coming out of the well, and so a lot of fun with that. So that way I'm ready. I'm gonna, skeleton, singular, not plural. We're gonna drop down some skeletons. Now, you see here, I also have shadows in here from the pillars. Again, I went and did ethereal walls. Now, you see the ethereal wall runs the whole length? What you don't see is underneath it is my wall. But instead of making multiple walls and essentially doubling my wall count, I'm keeping it lower by having it run the full length. Now, I like to add the shadows, but I don't like adding the barrier for movement diagonally. So that's why I have it so it's ethereal walls and not environmental walls. I tried environmental walls and it just became a headache for the players and myself. So, there's our skeletons. Spike trap. Alright, get to have fun with a trap. Now, I know I had a setup where I could put down a little tile. So, let's go ahead. Ooh, I should have. Let's see. Oh, I don't think it's gonna spike. Nope, didn't think so. So I'm gonna, on my own screen over here, I'm gonna go into Foundry, my data, modules, and we're gonna look for spikes. Let's see what we got for a spike trap. Yep, exactly what I was looking for. JB2A, animated packets. So library, generic, traps. Run down here. To play traps, here we go. Spike trap, make it sized. And that music is pretty loud. At least it is for me. It looks like it might be for you guys. Let's turn that down just a touch as we change tracks. Alright. Now, Hidden Spike Trap 26. Here we go. Let's make sure we get this in the right spot. Though, really, it doesn't matter if you get it in the right spot. I'm going to just go right here. I'm going to make it invisible. Now, I have a few other modules that I'm needing to still learn. And that is going to be Monk's active tiles. Once I get those two together, this is going to be super interesting to see. But until then, this is what I've got. So, alright. Oh, that was close. I actually say it's one more down. There we go. Now, what I also like to do, just to make it more visible for myself, is draw a rectangle. Now, the problem is, that is not easy to see. Let's just make it red. There we go. Oh. 85, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And we're going to hide it. Lock it in. Oop. See, triggers. Here we go. Animation. Take it out of loop. Autoplay triggers. Controlled by anyone when they enter. Once per token. Alright. So, let's try this. I'm gonna bring in... let's bring a skeleton in. I can't tell if it worked or not. You know what? Let's do this then. This is the fun thing about exploring new modules. You don't know if it works or not. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back over. Oh, we can't really see that. Erg. No, let's just make it too long. There we go. Now I should be able to see it. Update. Alright. Not seeing it work. Visible? Let's do that. Oh, hold on. Triggers. Enter. Oh, once per token update. Alright. Nope, not activating. Alright, so I'm gonna have to dig around with not JB2A. I'm gonna have to work around with Monk's active tiles. So, that's the nice thing about keeping notes around. As you can easily make note of it. So. And then we're also finding music needs to turn down a little bit. So. Monk's tiles. Awesome. There we go. So, we're gonna go there. We're gonna get rid of this guy. We're gonna put this spike trap how we want it. Make it invisible. Lock it in place. drag a token over it because I want to see if changing it from pause to play. Nope, no effect. Okay, cool. Let's move that back. Lock it in. That drawing, while it's red, it's not very bright. So I'm going to change it to a brighter red. There we go. Let's just go red, red. Let's put a big old T on it. 36, update. Oh, that is tiny. I guess we're going to go 144. Holy cow. Update. Man. Let's go 250. There we go. That kind of stands out a little better. Alright. That's 26. 27. The dining hall. Now, they don't really have anything for the dining hall except for the Grick in 28. Oh, spelling matters. Alright, coming into this space, you gotta be careful because that Grick is actually pretty darn tough, especially for level 3 characters. Um, one attack with a tentacle, and then it gets to make it a beak attack against the same creature if it hits. That can be problematic because you're already looking at an average of 9 damage on a hit, and then an additional possible of 5. That's 14 points. That could take out a caster pretty quickly. Now, the Ghoulish layer, or the Ghoulish encounter. I loved how this one went this last time I ran it, because I didn't, I did not have them in their normal locations, which is here, 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 and down here. No, instead I had them at all 4 corners of the intersection. And I hate that color, so we're going to change that. Give me my red. Alright. One of my players got terrified because they had rolled a short-term madness that had them running away from all these skeletons. And they ran the longest route possible through the dining hall and ended their turn right in here. Well, all 4 of those ghouls rose up and started to attack and eat at him. And it took forever for the rest of the party to realize that he had run away from the skeletons. And so while they were dealing with the skeletons, one of them finally went around the corner and found he was being attacked, barely saving him in time. And so that became quite an intense moment, and the first time a player went unconscious. No, actually, that was the second time. First time was over here on the 3rd floor with the animated armor. Their very first, actually no, it was one of the first encounters, but the first encounter in the death house, where the Aarakocra of all party members um, was attacked, and they failed. They failed a check where the animated armor kicked them off the off the landing over the banister, which cracked and broke underneath them. And they were able to pull the animated armor with them. Oh no, because the animated armor was at like 2 hit points. So they grabbed the Aarakocra and dove off with them. Well, the Aarakocra couldn't get his wings out. And so when they hit the ground, they fell unconscious because of how the fight had gone so far. The animated armor was dead, leaving behind its wolf helmet. And uh, that was our first unconscious player. So here we're going to go ahead and add the ghouls in. Now, we could do a few things. I could do it again where they surround it. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 of the sides. And the dice sound you're hearing are the rolls of hit points. Because I do not like having the stagnant hit points. It enables the metagaminess of players. Where if we do random dice rolls for each health points, it helps eliminate some of that factors. Now another thing I'm trying to do, which might mean I have to later on add my monsters back into the world, is a module that I'm going to be trying where it adjusts the armor class even, or not the armor class, but the ability scores, and it's a d4 minus 2. Yeah. So you can end up with a creature that's a little stronger or weaker. So that'll be fun. See if it affects them too badly. So here we go. We are going to head in and check on the rest of this. Alright, so these guys need hidden. Oh, I love how that transitions with Foundry 10. That is so cool to see. Like, coming out and then back in. Oh, that is so cool. I'm loving what they're doing with Foundry. It's amazing. Alright, the Dark Lord's Shrine. Oh, this is so cool. My players completely avoided this space, so I didn't get to really use it, but I love it. And honestly, they just had their first encounter with shadows a month back, and they are level 10, and one of the shadows sapped. I think it was 4 points of strength from the bard, who already had like 9 strength, and that just left him wilted. Oh, this is a fun campaign. I even if it's not with me, find a way to get the chance to play. This is so much fun. Alright, I'm going to just space them out evenly across the room. I'm going to make them invisible, as the shadows they are. Alright. The shadows pursue those who flee beyond the room's confines. So it doesn't matter where you go. If you mess with this shrine to Strahd, they will hunt you down. Oh, so cool. Okay, secret door here, which we can see we've already got in. Now this one is a little different because I don't have I just have the wall. I don't have the ethereal walls in the way. And that's because there's no need. I can just have it be fully open because it goes into a full hallway. And it's just a hidden door. So once they find the hidden door, they can open it fully. Now, It's the crystal orb in Strahd's hand that activates the shadows. Alright. 32. Oh, they jump around. Let's see. 32 is the hidden trapdoor leading back up into the uh, second floor, or the first floor den, which is area 3 down here. The Den of Wolves, where they've got the 3 stuffed wolves. Very nice. Now, the mimic. The mimic door. I love that they did a door, because, I mean, traditionally you think, oh, well, it's going to be a chest, because traditionally that's what the mimic has been. There's a reason why it's always shown as a chest, because that's what it typically is. So, cult leader headquarters. We're looking at 2 ghasts. This is much faster than typing it in. Now, this is supposed to be Gustav and Elizabeth. I already used Gustav up in the Master Suite 12A, where he's hanging and has hung himself. Honestly, there's nothing on these ghasts that are going to display themselves as Gustav and Elizabeth. There's no reason to say that they are. Now, for me, even if they don't take anything from that footlocker, the second they interact with anything in the room, they're breaking through the walls and attacking. And that also is going to trigger the Constitution saving throws, because of their stench. So, a creature within 5 feet must succeed a Constitution saving throw or be poisoned until the start of its next turn. Upon success, they're immune for 24 hours, and that would be immune to both of them. Now, there's a good amount of treasure in here, especially the Wizard Spellbook. Now, at the time, I didn't have a wizard in the party. Since then, I've had one who was with the party for a short time, and a second one who has recently joined. Very interesting to see if they got a chance to pick up another wizard book like this, how that player would use it. 35. I don't like where they've got 35 placed, because it's down here. So I don't know why they have it up here. Alright. But it's my game, my world, my way. Goodbye. 35. The Reliquary. This was fun. I have players who still have some of these items, and I get to torment with. Tons of fun. So, as they approach in here, they should begin to start hearing chanting from down at the bottom. Down from within the ritual chamber. And then as they search each of these little alcoves, describing all the small little items that they have in here. So like small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope. I'm not going to tell them it's a goblin's hand. Not purposefully. I'm not going to tell them it's human bone. A knife carved from a bone. Now, rat skull, that one's going to be a little more obvious. But I might still even go a dagger with a rodent skull set into the pommel. An 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from a creature's eye. An aspergillum carved from bone. Now, I'm curious, what's an aspergillum? Alright, an aspergillum is a Christian liturgical implement used to sprinkle holy water. Oh, interesting. Let's go and pull that up. Images. Hello, Google, wake up. Images. So these are aspergillums, and this is supposed to be made out of bone. That would take a lot of skill to do. That is interesting. Very cool. Alright. A folded cloak made from stitched... Again, I wouldn't say ghoul. Stitched aged leather. There we go. A desiccated frog lashed to a stick. A bag full of small pellets. A shriveled old severed finger. A 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy, its arms crossed over its chest. A mummy's a mummy. Everyone knows what a mummy is. Everyone in real life knows what a mummy is. Do the players, or do the characters though? That's the question. We're describing what the characters see. Not always do the characters know what we the players know. So that's something to be aware of. Alright. Now, since we hit 35 and we don't have our walling in, let's go ahead and get that going. Fun stuff. Alright. Now, like I said, I don't like having duplicate walls on top of each other. So we're going to go here. Oh. See, that's one of the problems with some of these modules is they don't like to always work right. Alright, like I said, don't always want to cooperate. Man, I'm really hitting the struggle bus on my tool right now. Come on, walls. There we go. Oh, gosh. There we go. Now then, let's keep finishing this off. All there. Oh, come on. It's normally if I can't scroll, that's when I know I hit the problem. Or hit a major problem. No, stop. There we go. It's really important to have those circles overlapping the line being cut in half because that completely blocks off the light, or is supposed to. I have had times where I'll create a wall and for some reason a character will be able to still see through. And once we're done setting up, I'll show you how I quickly test it all to make sure it works right. Now, let's do this real quick. And yes, this is putting in a lot more walls. And I would much rather not have them. But sometimes you just need walls. I mean, that's all there is to it. Add there, subtract there. Nothing wrong with going past your your exterior walls, especially if it's not going to be seen. In this case, it's perfect. If I really wanted to, I could go all the way out, but there's no point in doing that. Alright, let's try and finish this off. Oh, get rid of the box. Here we go. Alrighty. There we go. That should do it. Oh gosh. Alright, there we go. There's that. Now, what I'm missing is the little shadows caused by these pillars. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick, because I'd rather just paste it. Or not. Some days they work with you, some days they don't. And today's a day. There we go. That does not want to cooperate. Alright, now, I'm not too worried about getting them perfect because I will just go back through and get them perfected myself. Because these pillars line up pretty well on their own. So, it's not too much of a problem. There we go. Too wide. Come on now. Just want to create that effect of a shadow. There we go. This one actually looks like it might be a little too close. There we go. That one is for sure. There we go. There's our shadows, there's our item room. We're gonna move on down. Down to the cells. Alright. Back to working with walls. I'm going to quickly go around, get that. I'm going to polish it off right there. Perfect. Oh, get all the way down. Good split. There we go. Perfect. I'm actually really liking this track. The artist for the music that I'm using today is Ivan Dutch. His playlist module. Uh, well, let's just pull up what the module is called. That way I don't butcher that. That's the one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to butcher a artist's work. Ivan Dutch's music packs. This is the free module on Foundry VTT. I'll make sure to also put his playlist. Actually, let's go ahead and just go put that in right now. So we got Ivan Dutch's play mystery from Ivan Dutch's music packs. There we go. All of his soundtracks so far I have greatly enjoyed. Um, I really look forward to getting to Castle Ravenloft and working with vampires and seeing how that sounds. So, alright, last little bit of wall here, and we are done with 36. Just because we are on a roll right now, we're going to head into the ritual chamber. Oh, well, we do have the door with the portcullis. Let's go ahead and add that in. Now, this door is a portcullis, so you can see through it. Oh, don't need a circle though. So let's go ahead and line this up, snap it into place. Snap it into place. We're going to door closed, locked. So they got to figure out how to get that door open. Alright. Now then, we got our walls. Let's go ahead and let's put in. Now, I am using a number of modules. Actually, only 38, which is quite surprising for me, because normally it's about 100. But this is just so I can set things up. That being said, what I'm using a lot of right now, especially for walls, is... Uh, no, don't take that off. Oof. I want to say it's Dragon Flagon, or... Yeah, Dragon Flagon's curvy walls. Dragon Flagon has a great setup of modules, just like the Iron Monk does, with all of the monk's enhancements. Both of which, sometimes they don't agree with each other on walling. That's why I have to sometimes scroll out, zoom in, and zoom out. But working through it, it's totally worth using both of them. It's amazing. Um, Now, for these little pillars, I'm going to use environmental walls so that they can see the pillar no matter where they are on it, but they can't see through the pillar, and they can't move through the pillar. So we're going to just do that. And now that it's set to 4 posts, we're just going to keep going. And I'm just going to keep it as close to the same size on all 4 of them. Now, what I could do, see, now it's not wanting to work. I'm trying to move, it's not letting me. Zoom works. Still can't move, still can't draw. Sometimes just changing the wall type works. See, now we can move, we can zoom, change it back. Here we go. Because I did not change the uh, circle off or on, or switch over to squares, I still kept the for shape. Alright. Now, one thing I do, and this is something I picked up when I was doing quality tests, was I would make a token. I would just call it party, and I would move it around. I would set it so that the um, scene, so in this case Death House, I would configure it, lighting, token vision with fog exploration turned off, and then there was, global illumination. See, this is version 10, it's new to me. Um, Fills areas in the scene with light. No. See, if you enable global illumination, then they can see regardless of what their token can or can't see because of ranges. So, there's that. Now, I also do know the Shambling Mound is in here. The Shambling Mound is a very deadly creature in this place. Now, what's more fun than having water? Well, try having ebbing and flowing water. Now, here's my problem. I need to do some walls. I want... There we go. Alright, not quite right. That's about it. Let's go right there. We're going to decrease the number until we have the right amount. Hey, hey, there we go. We're going to go right there. Select this. We're going to... Oh, okay, there we go. Actually, let's do this. Invisible wall square. We're going to go right here as well. Why am I doing this? Well, there's few reasons. Actually, I should have done. I should have made it so that it was more than just that. Alright, here we go. Not moving together. We're going to take this one. We're going to move it here. Move it here. Here. And here. We're going to go with this one and this one. I want wall direction to the right, so they can't move up. And we're going to go there. We're going to go here. We're going to highlight these guys. Oh, actually, I should. There we go. So now, tokens. Shambling Mound. Cannot go up. Oh. Alright, let's do a medium-sized creature. Gothic. They cannot go up. Now if I drag them over, they can go down, not up. Same here. So they can jump into the water, they cannot jump out. Okay. At the stairs, I'm a lot more lenient on that. Let them come and go both ways. Alright, walls. Oh, that means I have to do that though. Alright, here we go. There, there. Copy, paste. Alright. Oh, should have done that first. That was stupid on my part. Walls. Both. No. Okay. Movement restriction none. Now, because we are testing something with lights, let's go and get a light down. So we need to change it so that light is affected. There we go. That's going to be a lot easier. Let's do this. Light restriction. Normal. Sight restriction none. Movement restriction none. Now, the problem is now I have to fix this, this, and this. And this. Right wall. Update. Okay. Oh. Alt. Minus those. Add this. Movement. Normal. Update. There we go. Now we should be good. Now we go back to light. Yep, there we go. Now, let's go ahead and give it a blue tint color. Not really. Alright, that's fine. I don't need. I'm not going to keep it this high saturation because that's very distracting. What I am going to do is I'm looking for a good wave kind of ripply effect. So, I mean, the swirling fog is what I've already been using for the ghosty fog. Is it ghost? No, because they have something else. Ghostly light. I actually really like the ghostly light for the water too, to be honest. No, not the pulse. No, not a mysterious emanation, because I don't want it being centered on anything. The swirling fog might work well. Yeah, I actually really like this. Copy that. Let's paste it over here. I don't know where there's light right here. Oh, that. Yep. That's my dark shadow. And I think 2 lights is going to be enough. I know it's not perfect. Perfect would mean probably another 2 lights, which would not be too taxing, but still. Um, I don't know what kind of systems my players are going to have, just because I am still waiting for people to finish signing up and applying. Link in the chat there at the very top. So, again, that music just keeps creeping up. And I know I could change it with the global volume controls, but I'm wanting to also get it set right so that when my players get to use it or hear it, it doesn't just blast them and not me. So if I control the specific tracks volume, should be good. All right. So there's our light. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. Oh, interesting how it kind of dulled down. Oh, but you can see it. Yeah, that's cool. This one's not. Yeah, that one's not working right. So we're gonna delete that one. Copy that. Paste you back down. There we go. That's what we're after. Right there. Now, of course, that's a little bit of a bummer, but what we can do, copy, copy that, because all this is doing is blocking light. It is not blocking movement. It is not blocking anything else. Now, I do need to go back to that door, though, because I think that door is not set correctly. Yep, this is normal, none. Sight, none. Sound, none. Alright, there we go. Now I can get some of that watery look coming through. But with that said, I don't get the full effect. Let's get the light all the way through. Let's go ahead, let's head up to 30, see what that looks like. Alright, this is going to be a 35. There we go, that should get us the full effect. Now what if I'm trying to get the most out of it as possible. There we go. Alright, let's update that. Alright, gotta move it now. Oh, too far. Alright, there we go. There we go. Delete that. Alright. 35. Update. Now, there are advanced options too. Constrained by walls, yes. Provides vision, no, because we don't want them to be able to see. So give me a token that does not have vision. True sight. Prototype token. Vision. Vision in darkness. Light. I'm not going to mess with the prototype, but what I will do. Alright, I will go in here and vision. 0. Update. Nope, enable vision. Okay, detection mode. Oh, dang. Alright, so either something's giving it vision, or it's not working right. So let's go ahead and just create an actor. Test dummy. Test dummy has no vision whatsoever. Same spot. Yeah, okay. He's going to see the whole map. Because I'm the DM. Well. Vision. See, he's still seeing everything. So, let's see here. Advanced options. Does not provide. Let's see what happens there. Update. Go here. Uh, that looks like it just gave. Update. There we go. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? See? There we go. It gave it vision of the whole circle. Alright. And you see that darkness when it went from off to on. So cool. Not restrained by walls. Right. So, what is our problem to where a creature that should not be able to see is able to see? Is it up here? Token vision, fog exploration, vision limitation. Save changes. Why are they able to see? This is very interesting. I'm going to have to do more digging into this. No sight. Can see. Alright. And this is why I create a world before I bring anybody else into it to play. Because I don't know what I'm going to come across as a problem. This is a big problem. Because if I give a player their character and their character is only supposed to be able to see 60 feet in blinds in darkness with their dark vision, but yet they can see the whole map because it's a massive map, we have a problem. That's all there is to it. Alright, let's go ahead and say goodbye to Test Dummy. Goodbye, Test Dummy. And we'll go ahead and keep going. Alright. Now, one thing I haven't explored is what sound bits I can pull in. Let's go ahead and just draw the... Alright, so see, here it's saying constrained by walls. I don't want that. I want it opened. Alright. See, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. They're going to hear sounds as they come down the stairs. They're going to hear that chanting. And the closer to the source, the louder it's going to get. I love it. Now, what's the path? I don't know. I'm going to have to listen to some of these sounds. Now, I don't see... Ah, here we go. Ambience. I think we've gone through all of, if not most of, the mystery playlist by Ivan. So I think I'm going to be good there. Now, normally I have one shuffle because I don't want the same repeating pattern, but today I don't mind. What we are going to do now, though, is let's go in and see what he's got for ambiance. And these are sound effects. So, the creepy forest. I can't read the rest of that. Let's see. Can I get this to pop out? Nope. Creepy forest at night. That's not quite what I'm looking for. Town night. Again, not quite what I'm after. Dark academia. Ooh, that might be it. Let's see. The problem is I'm kind of looking for a like a chanting. Let's see if I can. Nothing seems to be coming up under chant or seance. Problem is I don't know how to spell seance, but there's a reason why we have speech to text. Seance. Oh, I do not know how to spell that in here. S-E-A-N-C-E. Nope. Okay. Because it has that little asterisk over the E. Alright, Dark Academia. That'd be a nice mellow one for like around a piano. So, not really for this. Oh, I do have to be careful with that sound because if you look, we're just barely edging into over here. That's going to be a problem. But what I can do is I can just have it off until they descend down here with active. So, I'm not finding it right now. I'm not finding it tonight. We're just going to update it and leave it like that, and we'll go from there. So, stop, hide it. Let's see here. Let's go with world music. Oh, what's this? Ah, come on. Nope, not what we're looking for. What about dungeon? Again, we're just sticking with Ivan Duchess playlists. Earlier we were using the mystery playlist. We delved around a little bit with the ambiances. Wasn't looking or wasn't finding exactly what we were looking for. And so now we're just going to listen to the dungeon playlist as we continue on with the dungeon. But it looks like we're actually done. We've got our walls. We've got our doors that we can see through. We got walls that we can pass through, but light cannot. Sight can, but light can't. Very interesting. I like it. Um, yep, I like this. This is all set up very nicely. Walls, we got shadows created by the pillars that we can still walk through. Here we go. This is looking good. Now, I do want to add more shadows into the room with the shadows. And this music is a bit loud. There we go. That's much better. Now, if I just had to do a quick job of this, I would not be editing the walls like I am right now, where I'm trying to get them perfect. I would just leave them as is and be happy. But I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so we're going to get it perfect if we can. There we go. Alright, where else? Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One of those I just completely just dropped where I could. Alright, here we go. Looks like we've got everything. Oh, don't tell me you just disappeared on me. Alright, here we go. I don't know what this wall's doing. We're just gonna hit delete. Is it actually affecting anything? Yes, it is. So, walls. Delete. Drag and drop. Nothing. Alright, so we'll just do a refresh. See how that goes. There we go. And I was up here with the Grek. Let's see what we've got. There we go. But everything for Death House now looks complete. Now, I still have to go through. I have to fix whatever's going on with the light, and also have to work on the monk's active tiles. Because once they hit down here, area 35, I want all these upstairs lights, all these that are on, to turn off. All the outside ones. Now, then I want this one to turn on to cast all those dark, deep shadows on the inside. So I'm going to have to tinker around with some of that active effects. I think getting that to work just would be amazing to up the ante on how the house looks, how everything feels and reacts to them. Because I definitely want a very reactive game. So, I could have been done with Death House a little quicker, but going through and showing what I do and why I do it is totally worth it. In the end, this is going to be another fun playthrough of Death House and another fun run of Curse of Strahd. Thanks for hanging around. I really appreciate getting to talk my thought process out, sharing what I do. This is a fun world. Curse of Strahd, if you get a chance to run it, to play it, I encourage it. It is a great time. So, till next time, or what was I came up with something. Well, anyhow, next time we'll see what we can do to spook up a little more trouble for our friends.